Actually, just off the Reed Pier, they named that for me, incidentally.
Of course.
The Reed Pier, there's a boat that's there every year. It's a gray boat with red sails, red sail covers anyway, and it's always there. It's a great big sloop, and it's a lovely boat.
Yeah.
Well, we got a phone call, Mort. Let's check.
Great.
Let's give somebody a chance to jump on here. Good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Good morning, Reed. Just calling about Chautauqua County, the tourism here. We have the people here. We just need, to get them out. They all hang out at Chautauqua, and I mean, there's just thousands. And if we could just get them out here, that would help the tourism. But I know this year financially, a lot of people are having problems. One of the big events coming up in a couple of weeks is hard to get anybody trying to join it. I won't give a name now because they're still working on it, but it's getting really tough here.
Well, Chautauqua County, of course, has, I believe, the highest number or the next highest number of seniors in all of New York State for counties. And it has a lot of operations set up for seniors. There are many wonderful clubs here. They have senior activities. Every village has them. They also have Chautauqua Institute, which is probably heavily attended by seniors. Because first of all, you got to have the time, and you got to be retired, and it costs a few bucks. And of course, you're right. There is a problem with transportation today because the price of gas has gone crazy, and you can't get a clunker deal anymore.
Hey, really?
Well, I think Monday night is the end point.
Yeah, I'll try to get one Monday morning, though, I'll bet.
I'm still expected to see the clunkers on the market. I don't know what they're actually doing with them.
They're supposedly destroying them because they use too much gas.
But these car dealers, I still expect to see them on the market.
And you know your government, too, don't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I mean, I can just see it now. I'm waiting to read the articles, that...
Clunker shows up in Westfield.
Oh yeah, well, there's probably quite a few of them, but no, for the tourism. I mean, we got everything here. People that live around here might not think so, but because they think like, what do we do? But from the people out of state, they're like, they love it here. I mean, I meet a lot of people in my different ventures, and I mean, they love to come here. So if we could just monopolize on that a little more, I mean, we do good, but.
Well, we must say I'll tell you, caller, that I think the people that come up here are tourists. First of all, they pay taxes year-round, even though they're only here for a couple of months in the summer. They're a huge tax base, especially since they have a lot of waterfront property, which is highly taxed. So they give a lot to this county, and they don't take much in services. No school. They don't need. They don't use their water and electricity most of the year. They don't need fire department because they don't start fires, and they don't need the police department because they don't break the law. So our senior crowd that comes up here, most of them, and all the people, the tourists coming in, we're very fortunate to have that. And they have over 5,000 every day over Chautauqua coming in, and of course they have those wonderful programs at the amphitheater, and they have the opera, they have the ballet.
I got down there last night to the Beach Boys, and it was packed solid.
Yeah, the Beach Boys were there, and they had their walkers out and everything. It was just really great.
Oh, I saw a lot of them. But there's there's an occupancy tax or motel tax. A lot of people complain about, but lately I've seen it going to good use for different events, and
sure.
So they're actually using it. So
yeah. And it's also used by the bats. The bats are a favorite bird over at Chautauqua.
Oh, that was one thing at the meeting for Midway State Park. They're going to do something with the roller rink and merry-go-round, and since the bats won't be able to get in there, so now they're going to put bat houses up all over there.
They don't work either. The bats don't like them.
Yeah, so that's
what they told me over Chautauqua.
They think that's going to be the solved thing, They're going to have the bats there, but
right, sure. The bats will all die off because they don't like the bat houses.
But just one more thing on tourism. This weekend's a big air show up at Jamestown Airport. I think show starts at noon. The gates open at 10 today and tomorrow, which is Saturday and Sunday, and they've got planes from everywhere. I mean, this is a big one. This is for Jamestown. This is a big show, so hopefully people can get out. I think it's the Chautauqua Leadership Network is sponsoring this. So, well, let's go, Reed.
Yeah, the Chautauqua Leadership Network. I think one of our previous Office of Aging directors is is heading that up still.
Who's that?
I can't think of her name right off the bat. But at any rate, it's a good connected operation.
Oh, but this air show, they get the Memphis Belle from plane from the movie The Memphis Belle, and all kinds of military planes this year, and it's like a 3-hour show, and then they're having a balloon rally, or balloons later in the day, so it's right at the new airport. It's not at the old one where the balloons have been the last few years. You got to go to the new airport, and
this is in Dunkirk.
This is in Jamestown.
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 It used to be in Dunkirk when they had that big air show.
So hopefully people can get out. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. So
yeah, well, they can also cross the lake on the ferry, can't they?
Oh yeah,
I hear the ferry.
I've heard of that ferry.
It's still operating, right?
Oh yeah, it should open up today, probably at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow it might open up a little early.
Yeah. They have a jolly fellow there. They tell me who's a new operator of it. He's a captain, and he runs it back and forth. He does a great job, and he amuses the people when he goes because he's got a lot of. He's a funny guy.
Oh, he's learned a lot from watching Senior Report. Well, let's go, Reed. And
okay, well, thank you, caller.
Yep. Tell that Mort guy looks good sitting there.
Send me a stamped envelope too, will you?
Oh yeah, I got gifts. I need that.
Box 188 right here in Mayville. I got a lot of gifts for you, including a couple of Big Macs. I'll give you a couple of $5 over at the Lakeview, and it's also, I guess, a double restaurant, 2 restaurants there, Lakeview and the Docks.
Oh man, that sounds delicious. I've been to the Lakeview once or twice there, and pretty darn good food. So
they have a salad bar that kills.
I'm gonna have to get down there for that. I usually get the burger and fries, but that salad bar sounds pretty tempting.
Salad bar is outrageous. It has everything you dreamed of in a salad bar. You mention anything that is a normal structure in a good-sized salad bar, they've got it.
Well, you got that Rick there, Newell. That guy jumped in the lake this year in the freezing cold ice there.
Did he really?
He raised some money for the Mayville.
He fell through the ice or what?
No, he just did it on purpose. Him and about
jumped in the ice water?
6 other people jumped in there with the ice, and they raised some money for the Mayville Food Pantry. And from what I hear, I got to do it next year. So
who's going to do it next year?
I'm supposed to. So.
No kidding, my gosh, caller.
So
well, watch your heart. That's not good for the old ticker, I'll tell you. The freezing cold water. That's a shock.
I couldn't believe the people. They just, they got in and out like nothing. It was like, it was amazing. So, okay, Reed, I'll let you go there.
Okay, well, thank you, caller.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The phones are open. Anybody wants to call in. Everybody gets 2 Big Macs and 2 $5 off at the Lakeview or the Docks. And the Docks, also, they tell me over there, you can get all the crabs you can eat, crab legs you can eat. Yeah?
Yeah. We were talking about health care before, Reed.
Yeah, health care is a big issue now. It's all you see on TV.
What's your impression of the result of the state having cut back on hospitals, closing the Westfield Memorial inpatient side, cutting back on the hospital up in the northeast, up in the northeastern part of our county.
Due to a lack of funding, they've also bankrupted a hell of a lot of other hospitals in New York State. Most of the ones down in Long Island, New York City are technically bankrupt now because partly because of the emergency room operations. Because what happens is we don't have a health care program, and somebody gets a minor infection, they don't go to a doctor because they haven't got health care insurance and they don't know what to do. So then the infection goes all over hell, and they finally a medical emergency, and they take them into the emergency room, and then the hospital has to pay for them and keep them there for sometimes months while they cure them. And it was a minor infection, could have been cured with a minor patch back when. But that's what the problem is with our healthcare system. We have 50 million people who don't have any health care, and no health insurance, and so they get the minor affliction. They don't have it attended to, and it becomes a very major affliction.
Well, what's your take on the likelihood of the president getting a health care bill that'll resolve that?
I think it's very good. I think he'll get it in the House of Representatives. I think it's going to be a real nail biter in the Senate, because these people are pretty well paid by the healthcare industry, I think, and they're going to oppose it in every way. As long as the public health option's in it, that's the nuclear option to them. My God, it might mean that some people are taking a program other than a paid health care program, see? And so the health care companies are fighting this tooth and claw. And that's the deal breaker right there. They want that taken out. And I don't think Obama will take that out, because that was the whole whole game plan